Hi Medhansh. Today I'm going to tell you the story of a clever child who never stopped climbing. Once upon a time, in a cheerful little town surrounded by hills and mango trees, lived two best friends, Medhansh and Raju. They did everything together. They went to the same school, studied in the same grade. One of the most exciting event was the 100-meter running race held every month in their school. No matter how hard Medans tried, Raju always came first and Medans came second. Medans breathed heavily, his chest going up and down like a bouncing ball. But still, he smiled and said, "Congratulations, Raju. Next time I will beat you." And Raju would grin and reply, "All the best, Medans." That year, during summer vacation, the city sports council announced a 1 kilometer running race for kids. Both Raju and Medhans were excited and quickly signed up. Medhans knew this is not a short race like before, it will be long and he needed to practice more. He asked Raju, "Shall we wake up early and practice together?" Raju yawned and said, "No, I love sleeping in the morning. Anyway, I am good at running." Medhans nodded, "That's true. Then I will run alone." The next morning, Medhan's alarm rang, but his pillow felt soft, the blanket was warm, he snoozed and slept again. Day 1, no practice. Day 2, the same thing happened. "I will start tomorrow," he whispered and went back to sleep. But on day 2 night, something strange happened. Medans had two dreams. The next morning, Medans woke up early, fresh and determined. He ran. At first, he was tired at 100 meters. Then next day, 200 meters. Then 300. Then 400. Every day a little more. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Finally, he ran 1 full kilometer without stopping. He learned how to breathe properly. He became stronger, faster, and focused. Finally, the race day came. Raju was confident. Medans was calm. As the whistle blew, Raju shot ahead like a rocket. Medans stayed steadily. By 100 meters, Raju was leading, but soon he began to pant. By 300 meters, his legs slowed down. By 500 meters, he sat down, tired and dizzy. And then Medans passed him, breathing steadily, and ran all the way to the finish line first. That evening, Raju asked Medans, "How did you do it?" Medans smiled and said, "Before I tell you how, I will tell you about two dreams I had that changed everything. I saw a frog who was enjoying sitting in the jar filled with half water. The frog did not realize that he was lying in a jar that was under fire. The temperature of the water was rising gradually from 30 to 50 to 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. But still, the frog was happily lying in the jar filled with water. The frog could not sense the slow increase in temperature due to a phenomenon called gradual adaptation. The water kept heating slowly, and frog, too used to the change, didn't notice. By the time he felt the heat, it was too late to jump out. Like the frog, we can get trapped by comfort if we don't notice the slow rise of pressure around us. In another dream, I saw a white rat sitting atop a huge pile of cheese. Every time the rat felt hungry, he nibbled on the cheese with joy, never worrying about anything else. Life seemed perfect to him. Food was always within reach, and there was no reason to leave the jar. He grew used to the comfort, unaware that with every bite his freedom was slowly vanishing. One day the last piece of cheese was gone. Only then the rat realized the jar was deep and he had eaten his way into a trap. There was no ladder, no plan, no strength left to climb out. With no food and no escape, the rat slowly perished in the very place that once gave him comfort. Just like the rat, we sometimes settles into comfort, thinking it will last forever. But comfort without awareness, growth, or planning can become a silent trap. What feels like a blessing today can become a barrier tomorrow if we don't prepare for what's next. And from that day, they woke up early together, not just to run, but to chase dreams, one step at a time.